Am I doing enough to lose weight over the age of 50? Hi, my name is Brian Stecker, and I'm the owner of Boomer Fitness. I've been a trainer for the past 20 years, where I help people have more energy, improve their health, and overall improve their body confidence so that way they can start feeling younger. I also have an online training program where we help people in all of those areas. So one of the number of questions I get is, am I doing enough to lose weight? And that seems to be a big question I get for a lot of my clients over the age of 50. So I want to break down some key areas to make sure that you know if you're doing enough. And here are the key areas that we really want to focus on. First and foremost, it starts in the kitchen. The second one that we want to focus on, you got to move more if you're going to lose weight. So we got to get some consistent exercise. And the next one we want to focus on is we want to track our progress. How do we know if we're getting closer to those goals that we want to hit? So those are the main ones that we want to focus on. I'm going to go deeper into those. And then also make sure you stick around to the end of the video, and I'm going to go over the mistakes and how you can solve them and prevent from making those mistakes in your life. The first thing we want to focus on is having a balanced diet of whole foods. What that's going to do, it's going to give you the nutrients so you can recover from your workouts, the nutrients so you can have energy from your workouts, actually help you feel full and satisfied, and also to have healthy hormone production. So you want to make sure you have a very balanced diet. What a balanced diet looks like is complete protein sources like chicken, lean ground beef, salmon, halibut, carbohydrates, things like sweet potatoes, blueberries, strawberries, full fiber, complex carbohydrates to give you energy, and then good fats like omega-3 fatty acids that come from your protein sources like fish. Also avocados help with making you feel full, also healthy hormone production, and then nuts. When you're getting these proper nutrients, you're going to feel fueled, you're going to feel full, and you're going to be recovering from your workouts. The next thing with nutrition is you want to make sure you're getting the right amounts. And what I mean by that, it comes down to calories in versus calories out. Let's go into consistent exercise. So where you want to be consistent with your exercise is you want to be consistent with your cardio, and you want to be consistent with your resistance training. What this is going to allow you to do is help improve your overall health, cardiovascular health, so that way your cardiovascular system is working extremely well. And then also the resistance training side of it, so you can build back the muscle that you've lost in your 20s, 30s, and your 40s. That's going to help you get a metabolism boost. So when it comes to cardiovascular training, you want to go 3 to 4 times per week, and you want to do what's called that zone 2 cardio. So what is zone 2 cardio? Zone 2 cardio is when you take your 220 minus your age, which give you your max heart rate, and multiply that by 55 to 65%. And for most people, that comes out to about 110 to 130 beats per minute. Easy way to do that is you can throw on a heart rate strap, or you can look at your fancy watch, and it's going to give you an estimated heart rate. You'll stay in that zone for 20 to 30 minutes, do that 3 to 4 days a week, and that's going to get you on a really good track to improving your cardiovascular health. But when it comes to losing weight, that is going to help you expand your calorie deficit. So if you go for a 30-minute walk, you're going to burn yourself an extra probably 250 to 300 calories, depending on how big you are, how much you weigh. When it comes to resistance training, you want to use multi-joint exercises, things like squats, kettlebell deadlifts, TRX rows, push-ups. All these exercises work multiple muscle groups, and it's going to give you the most bang for your buck. And usually when starting out, what works really well is doing 3 sets of those in the 8 to 12 rep range, and doing that twice per week consistently. And then when you come to the gym, what you want to focus on is trying to get 1% better. And what do I mean by that? Try to do 1 more rep than you did last time with good form, or try to use a little bit more weight. Do that for 6 to 8 weeks. You're going to start to see your body composition start to change, and you'll start to gain some lean muscle, which is going to give you a boost to your metabolism, which you could add an extra 3rd to 4th day to help you accelerate that. But I would, in the beginning, just start off with that 1 to 2 days per week. Next one we want to focus on is tracking our progress. If you don't measure something, you can measure something. So what are some simple things that you can measure? One, for your exercise, you can track the number of steps that you do every single day. So you can check in with yourself multiple times per day to make sure you're on track to getting enough movement to hit your daily step goal. So check in the morning, Okay, how many steps do I have? If you don't have any steps, it might be a good time to get out for a 10 to 15 minute walk. The other thing you can do is with your fancy watch, when you do your resistance training workouts, you can click on it that you've done your weight training, and then it'll keep track in a calendar to make sure you're staying on track to getting those 2 workouts. Also, clients that we work with, we give them an online app and we can see how much weight they're doing and how many reps they're doing, so we can see how much % of improvement that they're making. And then the next thing is for tracking. A really simple one is downloading an app called MyFitnessPal, and then you log your food in that every single day. That's going to let us know how many calories that you're taking in, so you have plenty of energy and actually sustaining a calorie deficit. And then the next thing that's going to do for us is let you see what your macros are. See if you're getting enough protein to maintain that muscle mass. Also make sure that you're getting enough carbohydrates for energy and enough fats that's going to help you with your hormone production. Here's some of the big mistakes that you want to avoid when it comes to nutrition. I know if I felt culprit to this early on in my career, and that really came down to eating a lot of packaged foods. I enjoy protein bars, and I thought they were really good for me. And what I found is they're no better than eating a candy bar. So what I found is a lot of packaged foods, they're high in sugar, they don't have very many nutrients like your vitamins and your minerals, they're very low in fiber. Easy way to correct this, and we use this with our clients, and you can find that down below in the link. We give you a list of all these healthy foods. All you gotta do is click on the link in the description and enter your email, and we'll send that right over to you. But you wanna eat nutrient-dense foods, good protein, carbohydrates, and fats. They're gonna help you feel full, have plenty of fiber in it, have plenty of protein, and recover from those workouts. So that's the simple way to solve for packaged foods. Another one that a lot of people are really familiar with, eliminating full food groups or eliminating certain nutrients. The thing about eliminating a certain food group is that when you eliminate a certain food group, you're eliminating certain nutrients. So a lot of times, yeah, it's gonna help you lose a lot of weight, but if you cut out all the fat, that might affect you for feeling full and your hormone production. A lot of people, they like to cut carbs out, and when you cut your carbs out, your energy levels start to tank. So you never really want to eliminate a full food group. An easy solve for that is having the right macros of those protein, carbs, and fats for each one of those macronutrients. A lot of times I see clients with really inconsistent eating patterns. A lot of times they say, I'm not going to eat today. They get focused on their work. They end up binge eating later in the day. A really simple strategy for that is you just prep your meals for the week. So, look at how many calories that you need to consume for that day. Break it up over, some people like to do 2 meals, some people 3 to 4 meals, but break those up over a number of meals and then prep your meals. If you're too lazy to prep your meals, there's a lot of great meal prep services probably in your local community or online that can help you prep those meals for you. That way you don't have to think about it. You just grab, go, eat, full of healthy nutrients that are going to help you feeling full and to keep going. When it comes to exercise, consistency is king. And one of the biggest mistakes I see people make is not being consistent. They use an intuitive approach. So I'm intuitive sometimes. I know, and for me, being intuitive, I just want to sit in my backyard and listen to some music. But sometimes you got to be consistent to get you to your goal. An easy way to be consistent is just pick out 2 days and the times that are going to help you be consistent. So pick out Monday, pick out Thursday, lock in 8 o'clock. That's what my most successful clients do, or whatever time works for you, and do the workout routine that is set for that day. Another area that people are challenged with their workouts is a lack of variety. So make sure that you have a balanced approach to your workouts. Not having a balanced approach to your workouts can lead to muscle imbalances and injuries. So make sure you're working your total body. Those multi-joint exercises work really well, and doing opposites of each other. So an example would be doing some push-ups and then following that with some lat pull-downs or a seated row, and then or doing some squats with some leg curls. So that way your routine stays balanced. If you're out walking every single day, maybe it's an opportunity to throw in a row machine or ride the bike. So incorporate some variety into your exercise routine to prevent yourself from getting injured. This one I am the biggest victim to, and this is overtraining. I get excited about my workout routines. I start getting stronger, I start getting more endurance, and then I think more is better. better. Really, just stick to the routine that you have, try to get 1% better at it, and then you go home and you recover from those workouts. When your body is not built in the gym, beating it up, really when you look at the science of it, you're really the most effective part of the workout after the warm-up and doing a few sets. You only really need to work out. The really difficult part of the workout is probably about 10 to 15 minutes. And then you do your workout, even though it's 45 minutes, those 10 to 15 minutes are pretty intense. Law of diminishing return sets in. You go home, you recover, you come back stronger. So you want to make sure that you get some adequate recovery time in there. And more is not necessarily better. Just leads to injury and burnout. Some mistakes to avoid when it comes to tracking. I have some clients that do extremely well with their fitness goals for 2 to 3 weeks. And then I go back to them and we do our check-in, and they haven't lost any weight and they're not making any improvements to their workout and they're feeling demotivated. But then I have them open up their MyFitnessPal, and I saw all their foods logged for the first 3 weeks, and then nothing's logged again. If you're going to do anything in life, consistency is king. So you got to be consistent and set in your mindset that you're never going to miss. And I've had clients do it for 365 days, and I have clients that go on and off. And when I look at my clients that have followed it for 365 days per year, they usually have better results than the clients that haven't tracked at all. The other one that really frustrates me and a lot of clients is just focusing on the scale. They get on the scale, but the scale isn't the full measure of what's going on. And this is exactly what I see with my clients when working with the first time, is they hop on the scale after 3 weeks and the scale might actually be up, or it might be down only 1 pound. And they feel like they made all these sacrifices and change with their nutrition, and then they also feel like they've really worked out hard. And what we end up finding is that they actually gained muscle and lost fat. So really, they may have lost 6 pounds of fat, they gained 3 pounds of muscle, their body's healthier, it's stronger, and they made a huge improvement. But just the number alone, they're feeling discouraged. So what I'd rather have you focus on is the habits. You can't control the scale, but you can control the habits. Some simple habits that you can control is how many steps are you getting every single day? How much cardio are you getting in? When it comes to your weight training workouts, did you consistently make all your workouts? Did you get 1% better? And then have you been staying in a calorie deficit, and have you been hitting your macros? Another thing is you gotta track your wins. And what do I mean by that? If you don't focus on improvement and how you're winning, you're gonna feel discouraged. So a simple way to focus on improvement is focus on 2 to 3 things on how you're improving every single day with your fitness. Am I eating better? Did I walk a little farther? Did I get my workout in? Did my mind catch myself from eating those unhealthy foods? When you focus on 2 to 3 things every single day that you're improving in, what you're gonna notice over, say, 30 days, you start focusing on those, it starts to stack. You start to build healthy, positive mindset, a healthy motivation that's gonna propel you forward on all the things that you're doing well in your performance, and that can't help but show up in your external result. And those are the things that show that you're doing enough when it comes to losing weight. If you like this video, make sure you give a like. Also up above, you'll see that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button, the little bell icon. If you like this video and you feel like I can help you, there's a link down below where you can do a 15-minute call. Have yourself a wonderful day.